couple other TV shows that I wrote down and that I came across in your book. Maybe if one sticks out to you, tell us about it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Futurama.
Futurama, right there. Who doesn't love the Futurama Christmas? There's 2 Christmas episodes.
Robot Santa.
Right, and John Goodman from Roseanne.
Yeah.
Remember he plays Dan Connor on Roseanne? It's his voice. He's also in the live-action Year Without a Santa Claus. It's his voice that voices the Santa in this episode. But in 1,000 years in the future, Christmas isn't as we know it. It is now a deadly, horrifying, murderous time of year. Because
of course.
Santa has become a robot. Unfortunately, his naughty nice gauge has been put out of whack, and he wants to kill everybody and punish everybody for being naughty. He sees no one as nice. So Christmas now is spent boarding up your windows and your doors, hiding from Santa who might come and kill you.
That's what my dad does from Christmas Shoppers.
And it's hilarious. And then that's the first Christmas episode. And then the second Christmas episode, they go to his home planet. You know, the people of Futurama in the home delivery business, they go to Santa's home planet to try to persuade him to change his ways. His murderous ways.
How did that go?
It's hilarious. It's good.
Okay. Well, I'll watch it then. Okay, what were some other ones? The Frank Sinatra Show.
Yes, the Frank Sinatra Show, 1957, Christmas episode. Another classic variety show on TV. This is on DVD. What's special about this episode, one, it's Frank Sinatra.
Right.
You can't get any classier or cooler than Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack. But in this episode, his special guest is Bing Crosby, who is another just cooler than cool, swinging cool cat. And it starts off hilariously. Frank is in this incredible vintage 50s apartment with incredible furniture, and it's just vintage 50s. He's decorating his tree, like Frank Sinatra sits around his home at Christmas alone, decorating his tree. But he hears a knock at the door. Who could it be? Oh, it's his good friend Bing Crosby. And then the two continue decorating the tree, and they hilarious and fabulous at the same time. Eventually carolers come to the door and they welcome the carolers in, and the carolers are all dressed in vintage Victorian London, you know, Dickensian costumes, and Bing and Frank decide to join the carolers. And as they step through the front door, suddenly, magically, they find themselves in Victorian carolers outfits, and they join the carolers walking the streets of London singing classic Christmas carols. It's hilarious and awesome at the same time.
That is awesome. Okay, and then yeah, those are probably younger shows.
Even preschoolers have their own Christmas episodes.
Right.
There is something on TV that's
for
Christmas
everyone.
themed for everybody. Exactly. And Yo Gabba Gabba has a fantastic Christmas episode. And you know, people that aren't even preschoolers like Yo Gabba Gabba.
I know. What was it that I watched with that? It was, there's a party in my tummy. So yummy, so yummy. And like all the food with faces are jumping in his stomach and like dancing. It's awesome.
The cool things about Yo Gabba Gabba is that the Christmas episode has a regular feature from the regular series, which is Mark Mothersbaugh comes in and shows how to draw something. Well, Mark Mothersbaugh, who is an original member of Devo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He appears in the Christmas episode and he shows kids how to draw a snowman. It's really quite cute.
How did you first get into your Christmas TV obsession, as you call it in your book?
Well, I started off as just having a passion for TV. And it was Rick Goldschmidt's The Enchanted World of Rankin Bass, which is a book about the history of the Rankin Bass animation studios. And they produced a lot of Christmas specials. And I fell in love with this book, and I was using the table of contents as like a checklist to go back and watch all these holiday specials and this fabulous animation all over again. And as I was at the library, and it was just a personal project, you know, I wanted to do this for my own enjoyment. And so I was at the library and at video stores, finding these old Rankin Bass animated specials. I was noticing other Christmas programs I hadn't seen in years and I'd forgotten about it. Oh, I want to see these too. And I just began creating a list of everything that I wanted to watch, and the list began growing and growing, and many of these Christmas things have similar titles, so I had to start keeping track of, okay, I've seen this deck the halls, I've seen this deck the halls, and keep track of years and directors and whatever, and so everybody began talking to me like, hey, what did you see recently, and asking me about it, and I wanted to read more about what people had written about Christmas on TV, and there wasn't a whole lot out there, and so my personal project just sort of kept getting bigger and bigger, and it began to look like it could be a book itself. So
when did you decide to write the book?
2002. So I've been working on this for a really long time. And in the encyclopedia, which is the new book I have coming out next week for this holiday season called 'Tis a Season TV, it's an encyclopedia of all things Christmas on TV. So it's every episode, every special, and every made-for-TV movie, and it's the research from which this book was derived. This book has all the things that sort of break the rules of what we expect from a traditional Christmas program.
That's cool. You have a degree in film and philosophy.
Yeah,
so this kind of like mashes the two together.
Yeah, I grew up watching TV. I'm a big, huge pop culture junkie. I grew up watching TV. I fell in love with old Hollywood movies, old black and white movies on TV. Ended up going and studying film in college, and got a degree in film studies. So writing and talking about films is certainly second nature. And I also have several degrees in philosophy. So analysis and evaluation is certainly everything that says a lot about me. And so these things come together in creating this book.
Did you propose this to a publisher before you wrote it, or was it just something that you said, I'm going to write this and whoever wants it's going to take it?
Yeah, I'm going to do this and somebody's going to love this, I just know it.
Preach it, sister.
I loved it. I think you're a really great writer. You have your ideas, but you know how to get them across in a really fun way.
Thank you.
It's enjoyable
It's
to
definitely
read.
a book that kids our age too can read and enjoy.
Definitely.
And it's informative, but you're actually enjoying it as you're reading it.
Right.
Well, thanks. Well, it certainly comes from a place of passion. I love TV and I love Christmas on TV, and so I wanted to, if anything, pass that on.
Right. You talk about in one of your chapters called "It Was a Dark and Stormy Christmas," you talk about how some people cling to the classic family-friendly specials, Christmas specials, and then how some people cling to the dark, ironic shows. What do you cling to? Well, I guess is my question.
I've seen everything out there, so I kind of gravitate towards seeing the different things and the more unusual things. But there's something on Christmas on TV for everybody. There's something for everybody. So if you like traditional things and you want to feel good at Christmas, there are plenty of programs like that. What this book is also about is there are plenty of weird things out there too, and
oddities,
it's in the
unusual
title,
things,
unexpected programs and movies out there too. So if you're into horror at Christmas, there are plenty of Christmas-themed horror movies. If you're into sci-fi Christmas things, there are plenty of that too, and I list them in the book. And if you're into dark-themed things, I have a whole section on post-apocalyptic Christmas tales. If you're into stories about Christmas that take place after a nuclear holocaust, hey, there's a ton of them and they're in there too.
They got it for you in here.
There's something for everybody. And I believe in that. I believe that you should make yourself happy at Christmas. Don't wait for somebody else to figure out what you like and to put it on TV. You go out there and make yourself happy. If horror movies are going to make you happy at Christmas, then you should watch horror movies. And so I'm helping people find what programs are out there.
Exactly. And that's what you talk about in Make Your Own Marathon, which is all throughout the book. It's about making your own marathon that you will love, some Christmas TV shows that you'll love. Everyone will like.
If you want to make yourself happy at Christmas by watching something, rather than just waiting for ABC Family Channel or waiting for Hallmark Channel to air the programs
days of Christmas.
Yeah, to give you what you want. If you want to see something else, hey, here are a list of ways that you can make yourself happy. If you like Star Trek, I provided a Make Your Own Marathon of people that appeared in the original classic 1960s Star Trek, where they appeared in Christmas-themed programs. So you can watch a Star Trek-themed Christmas marathon if you want. I also include, I love the cult film The Big Lebowski. Came out in 1998. A lot of people you know, like to gather around the country at Lebowski fests and watch the movie again and quote the lines, and I love that movie too. So I included in the book, as an example of how to make your own marathon, I included a make your own marathon of all the Christmas programs and movies that the cast and the characters from, or the cast members from that movie have appeared in Christmas things.
Would you say you're a Christmas fanatic overall, or are you just more, you like the films?
Well, as I describe it, I have a TV in every room. I don't have a Christmas tree in every room. Of course I love Christmas. Who doesn't love Christmas? Mm-hmm. But I love TV.
Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Favorite Christmas song?
Sing it. I'm just kidding.
I like Ding Dong Merrily on High. I like British TV a lot. I watch a lot of British TV, and that seems to be one that Americans don't kill themselves. You know, I don't hear it again and again and get sick of it, but I hear it on British TV shows. They seem to really love it. And it's maybe because it's more rare. I don't hear it all the time. I like that one.
Me too. I like British The Office, but that's not really Christmassy, so that's all I know.
There's all kinds of British things in here too that are hilarious. The League of Gentlemen. Are you familiar with this show?
No.
Bizarre comedy show, The League of Gentlemen. They have a Christmas special, which is sort of a spin-off of old horror movies. Hilarious. There's all kinds of great Christmas and British things in here too.
Cool. Well, thank you for being here with us today. It was awesome to have you.
Thanks for having me.
And we will see you next time on Teen Focus. Pick up the Christmas TV Companion.